good? You ready to get started? Okay. The show that we're going to do today is about inferiority. I know many of you had slight issue with being with the whole word inferiority, with black people being seen as inferior by other black people. And remember I told you that you, in order to fix some things about yourself, if you know that you're 350 pounds, you know you're overweight. You can kid yourself and make yourself think, you know, you're big and sexy. You may be dress nice and be a sexy person at 350 pounds. But you can't kid yourself about the fact that you are overweight. You can try, but I told you, the brain knows when you're not telling it the truth. And when no one's looking, I see a lot of people that put on the persona of, you know, being big and okay with it. And then, you know, you're writing different emails and you're writing different letters and whatnot, saying how unhappy you are at times that you're that big. And once you're able to admit certain things, then you can fix them. If you're busy denying things, you're not in a position yet to fix them. And when it comes to the things that I tell you about in these different ministries, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here for us to, you know, sing kumbaya and everybody get along and all this stuff. We're here to fix some stuff. And in order for you to fix some things, we got to be honest. We have to be able to say it needs to be fixed because it's broken. It needs to be fixed because it's not quite right. And you know, whether you like the word or not, you know whether or not black people have allowed themselves to become inferior. The question is what it would take for you to be able to admit that black people have become inferior. Okay? Now, yes, white people are constantly trying to stop black people from doing things. A lot of you say, well, it's white people that are stopping us from doing these things. Just like with the school education system I told you. White people did not want you to even learn how to read. So now, why are you surprised when they don't want your children to be overly educated people? That should not surpass. You have black entertainers that make a bunch of money, but they've allowed themselves to become inferior to the white entertainment industry. So you ask yourself, why is it that a white person or a group of white people can create an epic story about white history, whether it's real or fake? A lot of the history that they make epic movies about is just as fake as all get out. It's false history, and you know it's false history. And some of y'all even get mad when they do history about, excuse me, history about Africa or Egypt or wherever, and ain't no black people in it. You know, you get history about the beginning of the world and all this different stuff. Ain't no black people in it. But that shows you that they're able to create an epic movie without even inviting you to the table. So why aren't you able to do an epic movie? about the kings and queens that you talk about. Y'all talk about kings and queens all the time. Why are there not more epic black movies about black history? And you say, well, because white folks won't distribute them. Well, where's your distribution? That right there tells you, well, what you need to start working on while you're filming this movie is a distribution system. Okay? If you're saying that you don't have what it takes to make an epic movie, and there are some of you guys out there that have quite a bit of money. You have, you have businesses, you have, black entertainers, all kinds of people. If you're saying that with all of the people that you know and all of the resources that you have, you're not able to create even a small movie about, a lot of people are upset about the whole inferiority thing, but you have to really, really start asking yourself, are these things that are happening to us, what part are we playing in? Are we really allowing ourselves to be inferior? Are we accepting things that make us look like we're not as good? If the answer is yes, that there's things you're doing or things that black people are doing, then you want to fix it. You got to start being honest every time you see it and start addressing it every time you see it. That's the only way. Okay, so I can't really even apologize for offending you, because I told you, if you get offended by something that I tell you that you find out is actually the truth, I can't really help you with that part. I really can't. You don't like the way that the situation is, you need to fix it. I can't just not say it because the truth offends you. That's just not how it's done. Okay, so there are a lot of things, from technology to science to math to computers. There's a lot of things that black people have allowed themselves and their children and grandchildren to become inferior at. If you're going to talk about all of the things that black people invented, all of the ancient knowledge that black people have, that's fine to be proud of those things, but it's better if you're still engaged in doing those things. If black people were able to build great cities and build great monuments and different things, you should still be able to do that. Don't just talk about what they did 30,000 years ago, or 10,000 years ago, or 6,000 years ago. Talk about what you're doing, what you're building right now. If somebody asks you, what have you built, that's going to last for the next 10,000 years, you should have an answer. I mean, you see constantly white people are forever building things that they expect to last for the next 100, 200, 1,000 years. And if you do not have, you're saying that black people don't have the capacity to do the things that they used to do, then you are saying that black people have allowed themselves to become inferior. It's as simple as that. So y'all know how we do. If we're still here next time, we're going to deal with some things. Okay?